guys, it's me, Dominique from Dominique's Diary. Thank you so much for checking out my channel and checking out this video. Today's video is based around my full-time position as an animal educator. So if you are interested in finding out more about what I do on a daily basis, then feel free to stick around and I hope that you enjoy. So my full-time job is I am an animal educator, or an animal ranger, or an animal presenter. Any one of those three titles is my job title. So basically what I do is I visit all around the West Midlands with a variety of exotic animals. People learn about these animals and they get a chance to hold and to touch them. Now, first and foremost, the company that I do work for, we specialise in education. So when people book us, it's not all about the handling. The main bulk of it is the education. The handling is a bonus for us and for people that book us. So we're not an animal handling experience. We're an educational company. So when we go to different places, our main priority, apart from people getting to see animals that they wouldn't necessarily see, is that they are learning about these animals and then they get to hold and to touch them. So when we're actually teaching people about the animals, we do a lot of different topics. So these could be habitats, life cycles, predators and prey, rainforest. That's a very popular topic that I love to teach because you can talk about the different layers in the rainforest as well. We also do a different topic which is called Rainforest Unwrapped, which has like an extra little bit at the end that people pay extra for, but it also has not just the animals. So we have the animals, but then at the very end we talk about all the produce that we get from the rainforest, and we also bring along some different things for them to smell and even to taste as well. So honestly, the different topics that we do are so enjoyable, so educational, so much fun. And for the older years we can do things like myths and legends, and we do record breakers. That's a really good topic to do, where we talk about the animals that we bring along and then also discuss the animals of the same species that are featured in the Guinness World Book of Records. So a variety of different topics, and of course when it comes to the younger, the kind of nursery preschool age, then you're going to have more stories, things that they can get involved in to keep their attention, which is just so much fun. I love doing the different topics, amazing topics. And then at Christmas and Halloween we always have a story for the younger years as well, which always goes down really well. So what animals do I work with? Okay, so I work with a variety of animals ranging from rats to snakes to cockroaches, tarantula, scorpion, giant African land snail, millipede, did I say snake? Frog, stick insects. So a variety of creepy crawlies, and then you have the reptile, which is the snake, you have an amphibian, and you have a rodent. Now, as well as that, some of myself and my colleagues have our own pets. So I can take one of my rabbits with me, I could take a bearded dragon, and then I sometimes do take the skinny pigs, but it's very rare that I take the skinny pigs with me. So my colleagues, they might have a tortoise, or they might have a leopard gecko, or I don't know, they might have a python rather than a corn snake. So some of the people that work for this company, you know, we all have the same species of animals, but we also have our own pet animals that we are able to take out with us at our own discretion. Now, when I go out with my animals, I am meeting people from all ages, all backgrounds, and all different experiences. Now, we actually go out and we see babies, literally babies, all the way through to the elderly. So you're never too old or too young to learn about these animals. And people might think, well, why do you take them to babies? Well, babies can feel, babies can touch. So, you know, they're not squeezing things. You know, there are handling techniques that do come with this position, and we are all trained for every eventuality, whether it's a baby or whether it is someone who has dementia and might just automatically squeeze. We are trained to do this, and we also have the staff wherever we go that also help us with handling techniques as well. So when I say babies, of course I can't talk to them how I'm talking to you guys. I can't really tell them facts and things like that, but they can see the animal, and if they want to touch or hold, they can. A lot of them will put their hand out. You know, when I say babies, these are not newborn babies, okay? But you know, you get toddlers that are like, wow, and then you get some toddlers that are scared. And it is learned behaviour, especially at that age. So it can be really, really easy, and then sometimes it can be really, really difficult. But honestly, 9 times out of 10 you get very, very willing children that want to learn about the animals, and they want to just experience being in the same room as those animals. So it really is a lot of fun. Now, this is my full-time position, and I enjoy my position. As I said, I get to meet people from all different backgrounds. Now, there is a lot of driving involved in my job, so you do have to be able to have a car and be able to get from A to B, you know, on time, because a lot of the, well, I say a lot, every booking is at a specific time, so you have to be able to get to the different places within a reasonable time. Now, the company that I work for, head office, they are absolutely fantastic at sorting all that out for me, so I don't have to worry about my diary or anything like that. It's all sorted out for me. It can change, you know, if there's illness within your colleagues and you have to go and cover a school one day rather than going to the one care home that you're supposed to be going to. So it can be a little bit manic sometimes, but it doesn't happen all the time. You get to know what your diary is going to be well in advance. And a lot of the places that you do go to, especially homes for the elderly, I've been there before, so I've met these people before. I know what they're going to be like, but you do get a lot of places that you've never ever visited. You don't know how it's going to be. Sometimes you leave out and you think, oh my god, that was hard work. And they want you back, and you think, okay, I'll see you back in a few months' time, or I'll see you next year. So as I said, a variety of different places that you can go to, and different people that you can meet. No 2 days are the same. You know, I could be in Chester one day, or I could be all the way down in Redditch, or I could be in Coventry, or Leamington Spa, or I could be in Wales. I have been in Wales, so it is a lot of traveling around. So of course you do have to be able to adapt depending on where you are going. So if I'm going to a secondary school, I'm not going to talk to the teenage children the same way that I would talk to toddlers in a nursery. You know, if I go to a secondary school, if I'm in an elderly home, or even a primary school, I'm kind of going to talk like this, you know. But if I'm in a nursery, then that's when you're very animated and you're like, hi boys and girls, my name is Dominique and I'm here with my animals for you all to meet. Are you excited? You know, that's how I'm going to talk to them. Most of what we do with the younger children are stories as well, which really captures their imaginations. You get them to act out the stories, and there's one story in particular where they actually meet a variety of different animals as they go along, and it's really, really fun and really, really interesting. So it's definitely something that I enjoy doing. At the same time, I enjoy being able to see the teenagers and the adults, and also the younger children, and just kind of have a, you know, a frank conversation with them. Of course, the younger they get, the different ways that you'd be able to speak to them. So you do have to be able to adapt depending on where you are. That definitely helps you out, because you don't want to be talking to old people the same way that you're going to talk to primary school children. It's not going to work like that. So to do this job, you have to be very, very flexible and show and prove that you can talk to a variety of different people on all different types of levels. And I don't think people realise that you're going to be going to anywhere in 60-mile radius from your home, and you can speak to anyone from any background. They could be in a school, or they could be in a mental health venue, you know, or it could be a prison. So that is definitely something that people don't realise that we do. I'm all over, and I'm meeting people, different people, every day, multiple times a day. One of the really fun things that I really, really like about this job is that all the animals live at home with me. So I get to live with them. I get to know their personalities. I know what they like, I know what they don't like, and that helps me when I'm taking them out, because if an animal looks as though it's really not in the mood today, I'm not going to take it out. I'm going to let it have a day or two, or however it's feeling, to just chill and do nothing. So if, you know, your animals aren't in the mood, or they've already been out on one day, they always get a day break. By law and legislation, we actually have to have the local council come out to our home and inspect the premises that the animals are kept, and the conditions that they're kept in. So by my local council, my animals have all been inspected. They were all inspected last week, and it actually went very, very well. I am expecting my my documentation in the post, my official documentation. So everything has been inspected by the size of the enclosures of all my animals that I would use for work. It even includes some of my pet animals, because although they're my pets, because I use them on a work basis, they have to be inspected as well. It's really, really weird, but it's, you know, it helps to protect that animal's welfare, which is really, really great. So anyone that's watching this video, or any of my videos, that has anything to question about any of my animals that I take out on visits, just know that they are very, very well looked after, that the council have been and inspected them, and everything's great. Just having the animals with me makes me much happier, because I know that I can really, really keep an eye on them, and as I said, they can and they will be alternated. So I have 2 snakes, so my snakes never work 2 days in a row. I always alternate them, so they get a break as well, which I think is much, much better. If again there was one snake that I felt as though, you know what, he really doesn't want to come out, I'm going to give him a few days, then he might have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off, where I take Medusa Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I could take him Thursday, Friday. It hasn't worked like that, but it can. You know, if I felt that they really, really did need the rest, then I'm going to take that opportunity. I'm going to do that. But as a business and under the council direction, the animals are worked every other day. They are used to being held. They know what they like and what they don't like, and when I'm taking them around, for example, I would say do not touch the very end of my snake's tail and do not touch her head. And people generally do take notice of what I'm saying, and they won't go against that. They will avoid touching the end of her tail and touching her head, because of course they don't want to get bitten. I don't want to get bitten, and I never have got bitten by or stung by any of my animals. So that is always some thumbs up there. I really love my job, not only because I get to meet lots and lots of people, not only because I get to live with my animals, it's just a fun job to have. I am learning things every single day, and I go to some places and someone tells me something, I'm like, really? And I will research it, and I'll be like, oh my god, and then next time I go out I'll say, oh, did you know, and tell them about it. But people say, oh, listen to the expert. I am not an expert. I do not claim to be an expert in any way, shape or form. I am not an expert. But I love my job, and I love learning about animals, and I love to teach other people about my animals and about their species. And that is why I do my job. My job helps me within my pageant journey, as a person, just a human being, to think, okay, these animals need this, this and this. What can we do to make sure that they are well looked after? You know, are we donating these items? Are we fundraising for this charity? I love being able to do my dream job. This job means everything to me, and I've been doing this job now for just over a year. I love it. I love waking up in the morning thinking, okay, I'm here and I'm doing this topic, I'm doing that topic, and I get to meet these children and they're really, really excited, and you know, I don't want to let anybody down. You know, I've worked in jobs before where I have not wanted to go into work, where I've called in sick because I just didn't want to go into work because I was ill. I've only ever called into work sick, I think, twice at this job, because I was genuinely ill. And I don't need to call in sick, because when you find a job that you love, it doesn't become a job. You know, it's something you enjoy doing, and you just get paid to do it, you know. So I really, really love my job, and that is what I do. full time. So people that always ask, what do I do? That is what I do. I have snakes and rats and I meet random people around the UK. So guys, I do hope that you have enjoyed watching this video today and learning more about what I do for a full-time job. Don't forget to hit that subscribe box down below and hit those thumbs up if this is a video that you really liked. If you want to find out more about my animals, then please leave a comment down below and I'll see what I can do for you. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when my next video is uploaded. Hopefully I'll see you all in my next video. Thank you for sticking around and I hope you enjoyed. See you later.